Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about our Workbox system. And I'm excited to go over it with you. I love being organized and having everything where I can find it. And if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to provide you with different ways to organize your schoolroom and different curriculum ideas and other fun resources like different unboxings. So I first want to say this video is just an intro to Workbox systems. I'm not going to post all of our curriculum at this point for my kids. I'll do separate videos for the curriculum we're using in the fall for each of them. So this is just giving you a brief overview of how we organize that schoolwork every day so that when I start to post those videos, you already have this idea of the Workbox system in your head. So I got this idea from Confessions of a Homeschooler, and I think she got the idea from somebody else. And so I'll link her video up here because she also did a tour of their Workbox systems. And I use the IKEA drawers that are shown in my homeschool video, my homeschool tour video. And she does now as well, but she used to use the craft drawers. There's like 10 of them, I think. You can buy them at Michael's or Joann's, and they're different colors and it rolls around on little wheels and stuff. And so she used those to organize her curriculum for her kids every day. And you'd put like one subject in each drawer. And so those work well also. It depends what you're looking for. So mine are part of the desk unit. So whereas those roller ones, they're a separate unit. You couldn't have them be part of the desk. So it actually would take up more space in your homeschool area, whatever you do. And so it's a little bit harder for me because I just didn't like having this extra thing that all my kids had to have. You know, I would have had to have 3 of them. And I imagine my toddler would have played with them all the time. So it wasn't something that was gonna work for us, and they're also not as sturdy. They're sturdy enough to use, but they do wiggle a lot. So I decided not to go that route and decided to do the IKEA drawers that are part of the desk. And so we have in their top drawer is mostly their like pens, pencils, erasers, glue, some of their supplies, those types of things are in the top drawer in this little drawer holder. I think it's actually a makeup holder. It's from Amazon, and I'll link that below in my blog post if I can speak clearly. And so I'll put that down below so you can look it up if you're interested. And it works well. It expands and goes over the top of the drawer, and so you can slide it across the drawer and still put stuff underneath other books and stuff. So inside of this top drawer is where they usually have some of their circle time stuff. So if they have calendar time items or working on alphabet or numbers or different things like that is in this top drawer, as well as their scripture study for the day. And usually we do scripture study as a group, but they also write a scripture every day. And so that book is in there as well. And then I'm not gonna go into detail again for all the drawers because I'll do that when I go over each of their curriculum, but they have a drawer that is for math. They have one for reading. They have one that has their phonics, some of their vocab and things like that in it. And then the bottom drawer has spelling and also some miscellaneous things, just kind of what else fits in there. And I'm sure they'll fill up a little bit more as we do more things, but for right now that's what's in them. And the bottom drawer also has our US history map of the US, also by Confessions of a Homeschooler, because they each have their individual binders. So our group work is not normally in their drawers unless they have an individual binder or booklet that they do when we do group work. I usually just figure out the group work and keep it someplace separate and not in their drawers. So this is just their individual work that they're supposed to complete every day. So I really like this system. It works really well for me and for my kids. I like to be organized and have everything just in a very nice, organized way. I've already said organized like 50 times, but you get it. I like to be organized and have things very clear and ways that you can understand. So one of the things that I really love about this system is that my kids, as they come in and do their schoolwork, we do our circle time kind of together, and then they start on their individual work. They can just work down through their drawers. They start at the top and they just go down. And they know exactly what they're supposed to do. Obviously, some things they still need my help because they're still young. So with reading and explaining math and explaining phonics, different things like that, I still help them with. But generally they just go down the drawers all by themselves and they just do the work. And it's great. Another great thing about it is that if I'm already helping another child with reading or something else, or chasing my toddler around, or had to go run and do something else out in the other room, I can just tell them to move on to their next drawer. If it's something they need help with, like they're on reading and they have to do it with me, I can say, okay, I'm busy right now. Will you just move on to your phonics? Especially for my 7-year-old, he can usually read the instructions and figure out what he's supposed to do with minimal help from me. And so he can just continue on his schoolwork. So if I'm busy helping someone else or running around with my toddler, it doesn't halt everyone's schoolwork. They're able to keep going and they know what they're supposed to do. So that also encourages independent learning because they're understanding that they're responsible for their own learning. And I know they're still little and it's hard for them to quite grasp that concept right now, but that's what it's doing. As they're responsible every day to go through their work and to get it done, it's encouraging them to be independent learners. And they know if they don't finish their schoolwork by 11 o'clock in the morning, because usually we do group work for like an hour before lunch, then they have to finish it later on in the day, which means they miss out on different activities we're doing, or sometimes they watch shows and they miss out on that. So until their schoolwork's done. So if they finish their schoolwork before those activities, they can participate. If not, then they miss some of those activities. And if they need my help in the afternoon to finish their schoolwork, they have to pay me in either buttons, which is what we're using currently for our kind of reward system, or in money, so they have to pay me to get my help in the afternoon. And I know some people might think that's a little bit harsh, but my time is important. And they have plenty of time in the morning to finish their work. They're just very young still. They only need a couple of hours to get all their work done. And so if they don't get it done, it's because they weren't focusing and getting it done. And obviously there are days when life goes crazy and when they're just stressed out and they might not get it done. So I take it easy on them those days, but generally they can get it all done. So I really love how just this Workbox system provides all those things for them. And it's something very simple. You don't have to have some complex drawer system, something expensive. You can get something cheap and you can set it up and it can work for your family. And there was another thing I was gonna say, but now I can't remember it. Oh, I remembered. Sorry, I had like a little brain cloud and couldn't remember what I was gonna say, the last thing I was gonna say to you. So with these drawers, a lot of times people might wonder how long it takes me to trade out all their work. So I just, maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the afternoon, I just go through all their drawers real quick and trade out their schoolwork for that day. If they've turned in any schoolwork, then I'll look through that, or I'll look through their workbooks and make sure they did their work correctly, or I can see maybe where they're struggling and fix that the next day. But it only takes me like 10, 15 minutes really at the most to change out 3. And it's really quick. And I just, move the sticky note to the next worksheet. The Confessions of a Homeschooler tears out her worksheets. I usually have them spiral bound. So then I'll just move the sticky to the next one. Or I give them a new worksheet or whatever, or a new math center to do. And I put them all in their drawers and everything's ready for them for the next day to come in and just get to work. And so I really love this system and I'm excited to share our curriculum with you and everything that we're gonna be learning in the fall. And I will have a 2nd grader, a 1st grader, and a preschooler, but it's a 2nd year preschool, so he'll start kindergarten next year, not in the fall, but next year. And so if you're excited to learn more about those things and learn more about our homeschool experience, please subscribe so that you can get notifications for new videos, because it's gonna be exciting.